Thank you for being with us this morning as we recognize a defining part of Johnson City's history during this sesquicentennial year. As we celebrate a soft drink, we also pay tribute to the families behind it, the Gordon family and the Bridgeforth family. Mountain Dew is ours, and the historical marker we unveil today will explain why. Today, Mountain Dew ranks as the third most popular liquid refreshment in the United States. Despite its popularity, not enough people know that it was born and raised in the hills of East Tennessee. 3 years ago, Scott Lusk, a bottle collector from here in Johnson City, set out to make more people aware of the Mountain Dew story and its local connections. Johnson City's 150th birthday was the perfect time. Scott worked with Linda Wynn, Assistant Director for State Programs with the Tennessee Historical Commission. He marshaled the support and advocacy of Chuck Gordon, CEO of Tri-City Beverage, and his family, as well as the Bridgeforth family, local architect Tony Street, and members of the State of Franklin Bottle Club, all culminating in this ceremony today. It is no exaggeration to say that if it weren't for Scott Lusk, this project would never have happened. Near where we stand was the original location of Tri-City Beverage, a company that Charles O. Gordon Sr. started after he came home from the service as a glider pilot in Europe during World War II. About that same time, in 1946, Mountain Dew was born in Knoxville, when brothers Barney and Allie Hartman of the Hartman Beverage Corporation first debuted their new soft drink at a convention in Gatlinburg. The drink's trademark became official in 1953. That original drink tasted much like 7-Up and was primarily intended by the Hartman brothers as a mixer for hard liquor. According to Dick Bridgeforth, who has written extensively about the product, the name Mountain Dew came about because the brothers joked that when mixed with liquor, the drink resembled a fine Tennessee moonshine. Although Mountain Dew started in Knoxville, it grew up right here in Johnson City. At the beginning, sales were modest around Knoxville, so in 1954, the Hartmans decided to expand their reach by issuing their first franchise to Charles Gordon, owner of Tri-City Beverage. Gordon used unique and aggressive advertising techniques to promote Mountain Dew. In the meantime, plant manager Bill Bridgeforth developed a new citrus lemonade flavored drink called Tri-City Lemonade. At that time, sales of Mountain Dew and Tri-City Lemonade were moderate. Then, in 1960, Bill and Charlie decided to place the Tri-City Lemonade into the Mountain Dew bottles. That change gave Mountain Dew the boost that it needed. And this is the flavor of Mountain Dew today. Bill Jones of the Marion, Virginia Tip Corporation acquired that formula, and in 1964, the Mountain Dew brand and that formula were purchased by the Pepsi-Cola company. Now, Mountain Dew is known literally around the world. It's my pleasure to introduce the second generation CEO of Johnson City's Tri-City Beverage, Mr. Chuck Gordon.
Thank you, Fred. Well, as Fred pointed out, this nice history. And I think what's so remarkable, if you think back 73 years ago, when my dad came home from World War II, he acquired this very lot here, and he erected a pair of post-World War II Quonset huts, which were easy to come by and easy to afford, and started a soda pop plant. What's really remarkable, as I was going to say, is he was only 26 years old, and he'd already fought a war through Europe. And that's something you don't see today, I don't think, in people. They were indeed one of the greatest generations. Tri-City Beverage went on to bring drinks like Dr. Enuf, and as Fred pointed out, in the early 50s, 54, Mountain Dew came on board. A few years later, Dad's good friend, Mr. Bill Bridgeforth, also a recognized and accomplishment World War II veteran, came on board as the chief operating officer and a plant manager, and ran the company on his behalf, and was quite responsible for bringing Mountain Dew to what it is today. And I'd like to recognize some Bridgeforth siblings out here. Bill over here, and where'd you go? Hiding back over here, yes. So glad you're here. They played a great role in what Mountain Dew is today. On behalf of all of the employees of Tri-City Beverage, all of my fellow members of the Gordon family, and I know I speak for all the family members of the Bridgeforth family, we want to congratulate Johnson City on getting this wonderful honor this morning. We're real proud of what we've done, what the company has done, but we're proud that Johnson City is going to get this recognition. I'd also like to recognize and thank Scott Lusk for his undying efforts to bring this about, along with help from Bill and his brother Dick Bridgeforth. Fred?
I bring greetings on behalf of Mayor Brock, who had a conflict. We want to just acknowledge the significant contributions of the families involved here. We're proud of Mountain Dew, we're proud of this story, and it's an appropriate time for us to mark that significant contribution to our community and our homegrown businesses. Thank you.
Ready?